I want to start by congratulating the Right Honourable Member for East Ham on securing this afternoon's debate and thank him for his invaluable work as Chair of the Work and Pensions Select Committee. This debate is hugely important, and we can see that from everybody who is present here today. And I'm frequently grateful for the rigour with which that committee conducts its inquiries and the superb job it does in holding the department to account. Now, the question that all members are asking today, and I did start by writing down the individual ones, but actually it is literally all members, is will the household support fund still be there? A question I hope that the Minister can respond to today. Now, as we've heard, since its announcement in September 2021, the Household Support Fund has provided much-needed short-term support to many vulnerable households. However, as we head towards the Chancellor's spring budget, its future remains uncertain. And as all the members today outlined, why it's so needed at the moment, particularly as the honourable members for Newcastle upon Tyne East, Bolton South East and York Central, the financial challenges that local authorities are under and the vital support that this provides. And the Honourable Member for Salford and Eccles outlined research and why it's such a vital lifeline. Now, as Shadow Minister for Disabled People, it concerns me that the future of the Household Support Fund is in doubt while we are still in the grips of a cost of living crisis. And the Honourable Member for Tamworth, who spoke for the first time, and I have to say you could not tell in here, and outlined the pressures her local constituents face. You know, higher energy bills, people struggling with the cost of living, and the extra costs disabled households face. And the Honourable Member for Worsley and Eccles South highlighted devastating cases, in particular people fleeing domestic abuse, and how the Household Support Fund has supported them. Now, I'd just like to highlight quickly an issue I've come across in my constituency casework. My office is currently trying to assist a young person who lives in one borough and attends a school in another. Now, both boroughs are using the Household Support Fund to fund free school meal vouchers during the holidays, as many members have also said. But the home borough bases support on a pupil's school address, while the other bases it on their home address. So this frustrating situation means my constituent is missing out on support, which both boroughs are, in theory, happy to provide. So it's worth noting, I think, that while local authorities are, of course, best placed to spend the money how they see fit, the variation in how one qualifies for support can lead to these individual problems. Now, this afternoon's debate has made clear the government must carefully consider the future of the Household Support Fund. Local authorities, such as my own London Borough of Lewisham, are being left in limbo as they try to plan for their 2024-2025 budgets, potentially leading to interruptions in service provision and job losses. Now, in an ideal world, we wouldn't consider the future of the Household Support Fund in isolation. When the fund was announced, the Honourable Member for Stalybridge and Hyde, who was at the time our Shadow Work and Home Pension Secretary, said, temporary and inadequate sticking plasters are no substitute for a proper social security system that offers security to families in hard times. And this remains true. However, for now, it is for the government to say whether or not the fund will continue for next year. Now, Labour's plan for a new deal for working people, for affordable energy, for safe and dry homes, and to get people better jobs and better pay is the long-term plan that we are focused on delivering. But today, we need to hear the government's plans. And as the Honourable Member for Wansbeck said, the people who rely on this fund are desperate people, pleading, begging for food, and we must give certainty around its future.
Minister.